Hello, YouTube. I bet you've been wondering where I've been the past couple of days as far as Dark and Light goes. I have been on a brand new private server. I've been on the Scandy Gaming private server. I joined a group called Scandy Gaming, and I've been working with them, um, and I've been playing with them on their server, and and so far I'm having a lot of fun. The group took me out. We have three factions here. We have a couple of YouTubers that play on this server, myself included, and then we have three different factions. I am in the Dwarf faction. See my lovely dwarf beard. I'm in the Dwarf faction, and we are doing pretty well. I have a dragon. There's Puff. Say hi to Puff. Um, my faction friends helped me get this dragon. We actually have three of them in the faction now. So we've got a lot of powerful critters. The dwarves pretty much rule this server. That's how this goes. And I've been building a new house. I claimed, because my dragon is so big, I can't claim the island that I had in many of my videos past, which was over here. This was the island where the Flying Octopus Inn once was. As you can see, the dragon is half as big as the damn island. There would have been no place to park it. So, I secured this big island over here, and I got some buildings and other stuff I'm working on, and I'm gonna build this island up. I'll have probably a farm and all of the other stuff as soon as I finish getting that built. I had to level up too. As you can see, I'm level 49. This is like my 6th character that I've gone through. So yeah, I've been working on my my little castle in the sky. You know, as you see, it's made of stone this time, and not wood. And then I didn't build anything on Mithril Hill either. So basically, I'm hanging out. This is our southernmost base, and I am hanging out by where the elves are. We got some elves building around here. Okay, there were elves here yesterday. What happened to them? Did they leave? Nope, there they are. I was going to say, the rendering distance or drawing distance must not have kicked in. Oh, there we go, lag. Yeah, so here's where the elves are. Looks like they've been a little busy. We've got or not. Yeah, that stuff got knocked out by a reaper that was here not too long ago. I killed the reaper, but dude's house got banged up pretty bad. Oh, well, I stopped the reaper from killing it all the way, I guess. So, let's see what else. Here's like a keep area that the other YouTubers are building. This is really nice. Yeah, they got a pretty nice little setup over here. Here is what appears to be a training, and oh, this got attacked. This area looks like it got attacked too. But that looks like it's a training trough or training bin where they drop an animal and shoot at it until, you know, the thing is tamed or breaks out. And they drop it in with like a larger critter like a needhog or even a griffin. I guess griffins can do it too, though I haven't had much success in picking an animal up and dropping them into these little boxes where everyone gets on top and starts, gets on a platform like that and just starts shooting them. Well, it's a pretty good idea for taming things like panthers and other stuff that are hard to do. I don't know if this was broken into or rebuilt or what, but they seem to have not had some good luck. They seem to kind of have abandoned this. I've been here for the past few days, and there's nothing but taming troughs and all kinds of stuff all over the place. They don't even... See, I clean up my taming troughs after I'm done. Look at all these damn things. They're just all over the place. I delete them so I don't have to worry, because I don't think the server we're on has like the ultimate in resources. Look at these things. They're just all over the place, these damn taming troughs. Elves. And of course, their city is pretty barren. There's no building around their city. And of course, I think that the other two sides, the humans and the elves, are pretty small factions. Here's another elf house. I'm not too far from the city. That's a nice elf house, actually. Cow. Little mushroom farm in the front with water. That's not bad. That's actually a really nice setup. Yeah. Let's take a look at it, shall we? Okay, Puff. Stay puffed. Alright. Let's take a look. What do we got here? Hills that have invisible walls to them, because should be able to run up it, but I have to jump over invisible walls. We have a Bacon Bits. Hello, Bacon Bits. House of Adrak. Adrakal. Wow. Hello? Anybody home? Knock, knock. Nobody's home. Well, let's take a look at this house. We got a nice little farm set up over here. Look at that. That's really nice. She's got that's actually water. There goes to that. Surprisingly, that setup is pretty good. And then of course there's compost bins. Were you able to look in that? No. The mushrooms. That's actually a really, really, really nice setup. How that works. Not bad. I might have to do something like it. All right. Sightseeing on the new server. Let's see. So yeah, I've been doing other stuff. I've been dicking around with Agents of Mayhem. I'll be posting another video of that. I tell you, my reflexes just aren't what they used to be. Being an older dude, you do kind of slow down. Agents of Mayhem kind of showed that I've slowed a little bit. Of course, it could be all the head injuries and everything else I've taken, including, my motorcycle accident that wound up breaking my back because some lady decided that she was just going to make a left turn. It was an illegal left turn. I had 7 feet of stopping. That's about how long my skid mark was before I impacted head and shoulder first. Tore my spinatus muscle, and it wasn't like an impact laceration where it like breaks it like silly putty, you know, where it cuts it straight down across the fibers. No, it got stretched and ripped the other way. So fixing it is not. Basically, the doctor said it was better to leave it like that. So now I get I get a shoulder. I have to continually work on the supporting muscles around it. Otherwise, my shoulder pops. And I actually had it pop out of socket a little bit. But but yeah, so yeah, I get to deal with that. But yeah, if you apparently Trents, if you tame them, one of my tribe mates found out that they increase the growth rate on the crops in your plot, and apparently it looks like it might affect fertilizer too. How fucking awesome is that, huh? That's what I'm talking about. So the Trents have use. And I am lagging like a oh shit, an elite griffin. No danger for Puff, but still. Let's get out where the stuff isn't loading. So yeah, I'm God damn it. So yeah, anyway, looking for dwarves. Here's our guys. We are near, not too far from the dwarf city, dwarf areas. They're controlled by dwarves. The humans, let's go take a look at them. Yeah. Yeah, here's the human city. We're going to take a tour. So, and ramble, in case you guys want to listen to me ramble. We're just assessing the other teams. This Team Dwarf is dominating. Of course, Team Human and Team Elf only have a couple people on them. Can't all be awesome like the dwarves. Who needs resources close by when you have fucking dragons, huh? Yeah, we're actually not too far from the island of dragons. Like I said, dwarves have easier access to some of the best animals in the game. We have yetis, we have all kinds of stuff. Cyclopses, panthers on the plains, griffins, all hanging out by our home. But the biggest thing is the dragons. Dwarves are close to the dragons and all of the dragon bones and dragon skeletons and dragon this and that. We are close to that. And here's the human city. This looks like a human residential area for housing rentals. I don't see what any of this stuff is. What they need to do, man, is make each one of these buildings assignable, so that if anyone's in a castle or the lords of the castle can assign and collect rent and do all the other stuff from all of these buildings, and then the people that actually own the buildings can place stuff in them and actually live in them, instead of having a town that does nothing but serve as eye candy. And it does. This is just eye candy. Completely non-functional. Except maybe for role play, and even then you're very limited on what you can do with it. So that kind of sucks. Right now I don't see any humans. This is the area that I used to settle when I played as a human. Right over here, and I don't see any human settlers. Where are the humans? Did we lose our humans? I haven't seen a single player character human building since I've been here. I know one of the YouTubers we had was supposed to be a human. I think he's the only human that we got, as a matter of fact. But I haven't seen him. I have not seen him. Let's see, where is that bastard? Oh well. Yeah, I've seen no trace of our resident human. So I don't know what's going on. It looks like we just have dwarves and elves, and I haven't seen any traces of our elves either in the past couple of days. I've seen just their buildings, but I haven't seen activity from them. I think they might have just given up or something. You know, I don't see any evidence of a human or elven presence. Sadness. Sadness. Just kind of hoping, you know, I'd see some humans and elves. But no. And there's some kind of portal up there. It doesn't work yet. I tried. I think there's another one down over there somewhere. I'm not sure. This might, who knows, this might wind up being a portal to the different game zones later on. But they got some portal action. I'm gonna fly right through it and watch. Nothing's gonna happen. Yeah, it's unfinished, but you know it's early access. But it's cool because that's gonna be a portal, and it's big enough for a dragon to fly through. How cool is that? So yeah, this is where our guys are. In this, roughly in this area, we have dwarven buildings all over this area. I'm actually the furthest dwarf south. In the floating islands. That's kind of going to be our. Apparently, it looks like that's going to be our southernmost outpost. I'll have to stock some smaller flyers and stuff, so if the other dwarves, you know, are there, they can get down. Looks like we got some kind of building there. Oh, lovely. I'm bugged. And I can't land. And I can't move. All right. Well, let's see. We have a little town here. A little abandoned area. Not player built, maybe. Doesn't look player built. But yeah. So I am headed towards one of the other bases. We have a massive project going on here. It's disgustingly huge. As soon as I finish my outpost, I'm going to be assisting my fellow dwarves in working on it. We're building like a huge farm where we can keep all of our creatures. That's not it, by the way. That's whose house is that? Is Tordek there? Let's see. Alright. Yep. Yep, so here's Tordek's dragon, ice dragon. Look how pretty that is. Syndragosa. And that took forever for us to tame. That was incredibly hard to tame. The dragon was stupid. And you can see he's wearing the ranger outfit that has like a lute and a cape and everything strapped. There's a unicorn. These things are really fast, and they have a charge ability that when you activate it, they shoot across, and they don't stop until they hit something. You can't quite steer with them. What the hell's going on? There, puff. Look how pretty. Look how pretty this is. So we are chilling out. And we're gonna follow Tordek, I think, to the main base. Yeah. Alright. Well then, this is all good. We'll take a look at some of the other places, and then we're going to head to the main base. I think, or actually screw it. We'll just look at the main base. The crazy thing is it's huge, and I can never find this thing. It's going to be a lot of fun trying to find it in the dark, too. Oh, that might be it over there. I don't know what these are going to be. They're adding more stuff. Like this. Pretty cool looking. Pretty cool sounding. But, yeah. This is the thing. I'm on an Infernus dragon, and I'm getting cold. That's the thing I don't get. This thing's got to be radiating enough heat to keep me warm, you would think, you know? So it's navigating in the dark to someone who has a shit sense of direction is already problematic. Where is that base? Oh well. We'll give a tour of the rest of the dwarven areas. It should be over here, because we have like a whole island. There it is. I think is that it? We have like a whole area that's like built and cordoned off, and for the life of me, I can't find it. Of course, this big dragon obscuring my vision, and the fact that it's dark as night, and because it is night, doesn't help things either. Well, what we'll do then is fly towards the Dwarven City. I'll show you where I have my temporary quarters, where I park my dragon and do stuff while I'm here in the Dwarven area. And then I'll probably wrap up, as I don't want to bore you guys. Apparently, it looks like we lost our human and our elves, because I haven't seen them in a while, which makes me sad. All that's left are the dwarves. Oh well. But yeah, so here's where I started off on this server. And my home, the first place I built is on the water. It's next to one of our other members. I gotta check on my animals there. There's Balin's house. Pretty sure that's Balin's house. Look at the summoning and all the stuff there. And here is my old quarters. What's this over here? Oh, it's just rocks and fishing village. But yeah, I hope they have boats later on, because that was one of the things I loved about certain games, like a few games, like Assassin's Black Flag, or even MMOs like arcades before they fucked it up. I love boats, and DAOC. It was a lot of fun, and that walk bug is a pain in my ass. And yeah, let's see. This is what was going to be my main base, until I decided that I had enough of fighting off skeletons and other shit that would come in here. But as you can see, this is how I built it. So it was just basically a floating island. And it served its purpose. It was easy to erect. And it still stores all of my other critters who I gotta check on. Make sure that they're, yeah, let's see. I'm gonna have to feed them. We're gonna go get grass. Oh, they're rancid. Yeah, they're all out of food. They ate everything. Storage. Yep, I got wood and other stuff, so I'm going to take that and chuck that on the dragon. Let's see. Nope, everything else is pretty much empty. That was warty. Yeah. He's got a bunch of stuff on him too. Holy shit. Yeah, poor warty. Take all. The guy packed his ass down. So he likes mushrooms and apples and berries. How much weight do I have on me? Transfer this all to Puff for now. Transfer all. I can sort it out later at the base. Meantime, I will grab this. And these. And we shall be on our way. I've got more work to do, and I'm pretty sure you don't want to see me do it. So I'll show bits and pieces of my fortress in shorter videos later on. Right now I'm in the grinding phase of Dark and Light, where you're grinding for mats and grinding for levels and working on getting your stuff together. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm in the grinding phase, and since you guys have seen me do all of this in various videos, there's no sense in subjecting your poor eyeballs to grindiness. So I will end this here. I'll show you the main video when I find it, or the main base, before I head back to my home to start working on that. But I'll do that after this video. The next video will be going to the main base, and showing you guys what we have going on there. You're gonna like it. It's iron, so it takes a metric butt fuck ton of materials to craft each iron block. Really now, a little lag action. So yeah, that's kind of that. Look at poor Puff peeking over the walls, looking all sad and alone. It's awesome having an Infernus dragon pet, let me tell you. Very, very handy pet. I am not afraid of anything on this server now. At all. There are very few things on this server that can kill him. Very few. I haven't met anything yet that could. I can die like nothing, but he's pretty set. And I don't rely so much on my attack. This is how I'm speccing now. I have 200 in attack, a bunch in weight. I'm beefing up health, and I might actually, when I get to health, I'm debating whether I want to stop at 400 and boost stamina, which I might. I think I'm probably going to wind up boosting stamina, so that I don't run out, because I run out pretty quick with 100. So if you're going to do a lot of soloing, and you have to be, you have to wear many hats, it's always good to diversify a little bit. Attack 200% is just plenty, by myself. Especially when you have an Infernus dragon and you have other animals that can, do more damage than you can with your weapons. This is basically, all of this stuff that I'm wearing is a last resort in case, I have to make a run for it, or I have to fight and make a strategic retreat to the dragon. Okay, there we go, Versmals. There's Herbie. Yes, Herbie Versmals. Herbie Versmells. Rancid. Herbeaver smells rancid. That's the sentence right there. Stupid, but fun. Holy shit, Herbie. Okay, well then. Well, at least Herbie was fed. I'll check I'll take all apples and grass. There you go, Herbie. A lot of straw. Let's go for Boris. More stuff on Boris. And I will give Boris grass. And that should last him for a little while. Rancid. No. Alright, give Rancid some grass. Maybe some hay, just in case. And there we are. And now for Wardy. Wardy should be okay for now. I'll throw another apple on there. He loves those things. We'll chuck a few berries too. Why not? Alright, Wardy. And there, everybody's fed. And it's morning. Well, fuck it. Looks like we might journey on. Okay, so this has been a tour, a partial tour of the Dwarven server. I got to figure out how to link a couple of channels because we have YouTubers in this gaming group that also YouTube. Nika does YouTubing as well as a few others. Her house is actually around here. Yeah, actually, let's go see Nika's house. There's Nika's house. She built this right here. That's Nika's. It's a nice place. Lots of stuff. She has a horsey and other pets. Nice little area here. She's been working on the upstairs kinda. She has all of her little areas there. If I'm not mistaken, she still has, oh, and here's the door to the inside. This is Nika's workshop. This is where Nika is passed out. Hello, Nika. Yeah, this is where she does her stuff. This is her room, and oh, you can build treasure chests like that. I did not know that. Here's her resurrection stone. Well, shit. I'm gonna have to figure out how to build treasure chests like that. God damn it. There's a furniture action. Alright, I'll close the door, let Nika sleep. Here's a ladder. She's probably eventually going to take down. And back to Puff we go. I'll be surprised if I still have people watching from this long into the video. if I believe the analytics, most people stop watching at about the 3-minute mark. So, yeah, that's kind of how short attention spans have gotten. 3 minutes, and can't find the main base to save my effing life. Yeah, I have a shit sense of direction. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. My wife makes fun of me all the time because I have a shit sense of direction. The running joke is that I could get lost in a paper bag. That's kind of the joke right there. Is that my sense of direction is so bad, and it is. It's not the best at all. It's good enough to sort of get me where I'm going eventually. But as far as where I need to go with any sense of speed or urgency, oh, it is here. The building just didn't render properly. I thought it was here. As you can see, we have a lot of... That's eventually going to be one giant wall, I think. But here is... Oh, there's Tordek. And there is the beginnings of our base. As you can see, we have dragons and stuff parked here. We have our workshop. We have some of our flying mounts. We have our critters. Everything we need. But because we have dragons, we need more room. And that's what I think some of this is going to be. We have all kinds of stuff that's going to be in this complex. Let's see where we're still building. Eventually, it's going to encompass this entire island right here. Maybe these 2 islands. This whole area is going to be built into one massive complex, because that's what dwarves do. Dwarves build giant things. So yeah, that's pretty much our territory on the Scandy Gaming server. And it's I like it. I've had a lot of fun here, and the people are really nice. So I'm going to wrap it up here, and I will see you guys next time.